Coffee Advent Calendar 2025. It's almost time. It remains less than 1 month to the 1st of December 2025. And for who didn't know, last year I have documented a coffee Advent calendar from the first day to the last day. So 24 videos where I was brewing every day the coffee that was in that calendar, the coffee calendar, of course. And every day I was using different methods, a different way to brew coffee, the coffee of the day. And it was a kind of like a cool journey, to be honest, for me. Like the outcome was very interesting. A lot of people love it. And I also loved it, so I want to do it again this year. I actually needed help to decide which calendar I wanted to do this year. There was an opportunity to do it again, the 19 grams that I did last year, but I wanted to explore different options. And looking on online, different websites, I basically decided to shortlist other 2 calendars. One was the Onyx Advent Calendar, which I have to be honest, every year I'm thinking about getting it. It's a bit expensive, but the coffees are in that calendar are really interesting. The other one was the KAFFEBOX calendar. So I decided to put these 3 calendars on a poll, on a post here on YouTube, and on top came out the one from KAFFEBOX, 47%. Very close, the one from Onyx, but democracy wins. So I got already bought the KAFFEBOX calendar. It will arrive at the end of the month, and I'm making this video not just to let you know which calendar I will do this year, but also to let you know about which are going to be the brewer that I'm planning to use, the paper filters, the water that I'm gonna use, also the grinder that I will use, and other little details that for me are really important. Now, I will let you know more or less everything. Probably something will be updated during these weeks, days, maybe new things coming out. Maybe you are going to suggest something that I didn't think about, but it's fine. I will keep you updated in the description box or on the comment section with a pinned comment, so you're always updated, because the video, once it's online, you cannot modify it. So if you want to follow along, if you want to get similar stuff, you want to get similar equipment that I get, you have time to do that before the beginning of the calendar. All right, let's go. KAFFEBOX, 24 coffees, so 1 coffee different day from 12 different roasteries. That's cool. All the roasteries are based in Scandinavia. I think I know a few of them, like personally know some of them. I never tried the coffee from them, so I am very excited. But overall, really good roasters. It's going to be Nordic, kind of like Scandinavia roasters, probably light roast at this point. I already made a light roast series, but I think the calendar will be even more interactive for me to discover more, and also like trying to understand how to brew coffee, also the light roast ones, in a different ways, of course. The other thing that I liked about the KAFFEBOX calendar is the fact that they are every year connected with a charity called Charity Water. They donate $25 for each calendar sold, and they do this since 2017. I think you can find a lot of information on the website. I will link it in the description box, and I think that this is a nice cause. So while we are brewing coffee happily at home, we can help someone else like that is in need, especially like they don't have water. And we know how important water is for coffee, but it's even more important for our life. So that's a good cause. I really appreciate the fact that doing this, and I totally support. So for me, this was another good point to get the calendar from KAFFEBOX. Other news from calendar, I contact them on the chat on the website, asking them about the roasting, the shipment, if they were doing worldwide. They do worldwide, so that's another reason why I took the KAFFEBOX. They do worldwide, so wherever you are, you can get it. And also, they are planning to ship all the calendars on the 20th of November, so everybody is going to be the same roast date. I think that's what they said to me. I believe it. Okay, why not? Let's trust them. So it's a good thing. So 20th of November, the calendar. Okay, that's it. Let's wrap up the fact of the box. They don't have it. Let's talk about drippers. What I'm going to use. All right, so let's talk about drippers. Orea, first of all, yes, narrow and wide. I will use probably both of them. Just to let you know, I will probably use the open base. Maybe we will explore the apex base with a wide one to brew it conical, but mainly I will use the open base. Now, remaining to Orea Z1, of course, the 01, the no bypass brewer from Orea. I made a couple of videos, 3 videos about it. I was planning to make more. I was a bit busy in the last 2 months, 3 months, but I will use this. Very nice to explore. I always love to brew with this dripper. Every time I make coffee, I feel like pleasantly shocked every time about how coffee tastes with this dripper. All right, and let's talk about Ario. Ario, I will use the V60, of course, classic V60, 02, Mugen, of course. I saw last year was very popular actually. It was one of the videos with the most views, so a lot of people are interested in the Mugen. I don't know, I will use it with the same base, but also putting on the switch, I cannot do it now, with the switch base and of course the Ario switch. And I think this is going to be the Ario one. Now, I am not planning to use neither the Kalita, neither the AeroPress. But if you want me to use AeroPress and Kalita, comment down below and I will place them. Otherwise, I'm not going to use them. If nobody say, please use the AeroPress or please use the Kalita, I will. Otherwise, I'm probably I'm not going to use them. We will see. And also, if I'm going to use the AeroPress, I will use the adapter for this kind of thing, valve thing. This is from Fellow Prismo, but I know that AeroPress made one of their own. So I will use this, not the normal cup, the filter, the disc, whatever, how you want to call it. So I will use this if I use the AeroPress, just to let you know. For the drippers, we are done. Now, accessories. If there is an accessory I will use, probably the Melodrip. There is already Melodrip in the Z1, but this is good for the Z1. This one is with a kind of like support, like the holder, so I can place on top of different brewers. Probably I will do one video with this just to show how to brew with a Melodrip. So yeah, that's the accessory. Let's talk about paper filters. Okay, paper filters. For the V60, I'm planning to use the Abaca paper filter from KAFFEBOX, the 4 cups. I want to use also the T90. I know a lot of people, they use the T90, but I have only this left, the 1 cup, and I cannot find the 4 cups out of stock on the website where I buy it, and I cannot find it anywhere else here in Italy, Europe in general. So I have only this 1 cup from the T90. So if I can manage to fit it into the V60, the 02, fine. Otherwise, I have to use the Abaca because I have the bigger one. And also, I probably use the Ario V60 paper. Now, this one, the only one I have left. I don't know if I have more of these available for December, because I'm using a lot of V60 paper at the moment. But if I'm gonna get a new one, I will probably get the one with a green V that you can find online. I'll put some picture here on the video so you can understand which one I'm talking about. All the time the 02, because all my drippers are 02. Then, of course, for the Orea 01, the 01 filter, of course, that comes with Orea, or you can buy on the Orea website. It's very straightforward. For the flat bottom, narrow and wide, I probably use the Orea filter, the Wave ones. You can find it online on the website as well. I will use them. It's not that I don't want to use the Kalita paper filter, it's just because I have this, so I want to use this, and I think they're a bit nicer than the Kalita ones. Nothing to complain about the Kalita ones, but I will use the Orea Wave flat bottom filter, and as well as the flat filters from Orea, the classic one, the one I always use, that you probably saw already in other videos that I made about Orea. Okay, so and this one is the paper filters. Now let's talk about grinding. To grind the coffee, I will use my fellow friend Comandante. Okay, like last year. Last year as well I used the Comandante. I use it because I love it. Never let me down, always give me the best distribution that I love. I want to use the Sculpture 78S, but at the end, because it's everyday different coffees, the purging and stuff with a single dose grinder, I'm using the Comandante. It's easier to use and very reliable. I know, I'm not asking you to buy a Comandante. Probably you have your own your own grinder at home. Even better, maybe you have an EK43 at home that I didn't know. But because I'm not telling you to buy a Comandante, use your own grinder. But this year I want to do something that I've never done before. This is actually, I don't even know if it's going to work. I don't know. But so basically I have prepared a paper, A4 paper with different grind size. Okay, so these are different distributions from Comandante, from 20 clicks. So I made only 2 by 2, basically. This is a distribution of 20 clicks, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. That usually this is like the ballpark of the grinding size with Comandante. I didn't do the all grinding click by click because I was thinking maybe it's too narrow that you cannot even notice in between 2. Also because, yeah, I mean, I try my best. Okay, I'm not saying to you to find this one is for you to find the same particle size distribution, because even with the same grinder, different coffees, the distribution is going to be different. So even for me, it's not going to be probably the same, but this can give you an idea of where I am when I think about grinding. I will try to share with you this file. It's a PNG file, and you can print it by yourself. It's A4. And it's in the exact scale of the grinding size, so it's not going to be smaller or bigger. And I think it's nice. I think it's nice for you, for getting reference. I mean, it's nice for me because I was getting this from Comandante, and I was like grinding with a Sculpture, and I was trying to find which one was the grind size. It was actually very nice to use. I hope that it's going to be helpful to you, not only for the calendar, but in general, because if this kind of things works, and you will tell me if this works, I might make more ones, different grinders, maybe, you know, like in for mocha, for espresso it's a bit different, but because it's very narrow, you need a kind of like a microscope there. But I think it's a nice thing, especially for filter coffee, for getting references about grinding size. I don't know, I got this idea, and yeah, I made a PNG file that I don't know yet how I will share it with you. I don't know. But probably I will leave a link below in the description. You will find it. A link below in the description where you can download this file and then you can print it by yourself. I printed it in color, so it's all brown, but you can do it black and white. I have done black and white. Honestly with you, the brown one is more detailed. Black and white lose a bit of kind of like shadow, the color. I don't know, but yeah, this is the first paper. If I can make it better, I will make it better. But anyway, you will find the file in the description box, and then with the time you will tell me, yes, Matteo, it was very helpful, or no, Matteo, that was very shit, and yeah, don't do it again because you ruined my life. But I try. Okay, so that was the grinding thing. So I will tell you, I don't know, I grinded 24, and you can get your grinder and find the 24, or you can get really forwards, you know? You get the paper, you start to grind and say, okay, my grinder at these clicks, it's equals to 26 clicks, Comandante. So when Matteo will say, today I'm grinding the coffee 26, you can grind it with your grinding size that's more or less, it's replicate the 26 from Comandante, and maybe we can enjoy the coffee together with a similar particle size distribution. Who knows? Maybe it works. Really hope. All right, grinding done. Let's talk about water. We know water is very important for coffee, okay? It's the most important thing. We can get all the calendar we want with all the grinder we want, but if the water is not good, the coffee is not going to taste good. So what I'm going to do, once again, I will use Aquacode. I will use Aquacode because I cannot find any other minerals as good as Aquacode. Yes, Apex Lab, it's amazing, but doing all the time this dropping thing, it's not very consistent, even if it's consistent, but it's not as consistent as I wish. I'm always consistent with Aquacode, and I will create a big batch with Aquacode, and so the way I will use it is basically with my zero water carafe. I will filter water from the Brita carafe that I have, filter again here on the zero water to drop the minerals to nothing, to 0 ppm, and then placing the full sachet of Aquacode. Okay, ppm, we will see. Usually I start more or less around 80-90 ppm, I don't know, I will tell you, but for me it's a good way. I probably adjust the ppm, but the composition of the minerals is always the same. Now, if you have Aquacode, what you can do? If you cannot buy it, if you cannot get it, if you don't want to get it because you say, you know what, I'm very happy with my water, it's fine. Use your water, it's not a problem. It's just because for me it's a good consistent. I've been trying different kind of minerals in the last months, but Aquacode went always on top. I don't really suggest using third wave water because they use calcium citrate to give the calcium to the mineral, because the citrate gives that kind of like citric acidity all the time. So a lot of coffee they taste the same with that citric acidity coming from the water. So I don't really suggest it. It's a nice idea, it's a nice minerals, but if you want your coffee tasting always Earl Grey, it's okay. Otherwise, if you want something else, no, you need to get something else. Other minerals, I don't know, Apex Lab, yes, of course, amazing. Lotus, yes, you can do it. I don't really like the dropping thing in a long run, but you can use it. Let's see if we can more or less have the same water. It would be nice. I will share the ppm, of course, and so you can more or less get the same ppm. Even if the composition of the mineral is not the same, but at least we will try to do our best. Now, these are the most important thing. Coffee, of course, drippers, paper, grinder, water, okay? Now, other little things that I will use the server, the one from Quinto, the 600 ml. The reason why is because I can fit every single method here. 01, AeroPress in case I do it. Comment below if you want me to use the AeroPress, switch. So basically it fits every single method, is nice. I have many of them, 12. So even if I break one is fine, I can continue to make my calendar. There's a cup, of course, Sense, the porcelain one and the glass. That's what I will use, mostly this. I use this almost every day, so I like to drink my coffee in the cup, but I'm not asking now, buy the cup. No, I'm just saying, this is the cup I will use every day, so, but you use your own favorite cup, that's it. No, buy, I'm not here to sell. This is, I want you to help to have a great experience with me together every day. Can't wait. 1st of December starts. And that's it. I think the KETTLE, I will use the Stag. I always use that. It's my favorite, so I will use that. Of course, I'm not asking to buy the fellow Stag, but if you want to know, that's what I will use. And for the rest, I think I didn't forget anything. I didn't forget anything. Of course, the refractometer, but that is for me. I'm not asking you to use the refractometer, and that's it. I think we cover all the tools that we use. Okay, so now you know that in a few weeks' time, when we start the calendar, what I will use, what I will do. Well, not what I will do, because I will tell you every day. No spoiler. And so yeah, I am very excited to do it again. I'm trying to get new equipment to I don't know like how to film it, to be honest, but I want to like overhead camera and front camera so you can get more reaction. And last year was more like a POV. You couldn't see my reaction, but this year I want reaction. So I will put the camera in the front, probably overhead camera, so you can see what I do every time. And also you can see my reaction if you want. I don't know if you would like to see my reaction every morning for the first 24 days of December. I don't want to ruin your Christmas, but I hope that I will make actually a better Christmas because we will brew an amazing coffee together. 24 amazing coffee together. And that's it. All right, wrap up. This journey, this calendar, everything, it's not sponsored by anybody, okay? I got the calendar, I bought it by myself. All these things about Orea, not really. I get all the time free stuff, but I also affiliation link. But anyway, nobody sponsor anything, okay? Just me speaking freely and with excitement and enthusiasm. Now, you will find all this information below in the description box, together with links, together with more info about the calendar, about the charity paper. I'll find a way to share with you this so you can print it by yourself, and hopefully it works. We will see. I don't know. I'm very positive. Comments. Let me know any suggestions. If you have, I don't know, your water, let me know what you're using. I know you know that we'll use Aquacode, but maybe we can help each other with this. And suggestions. I really accept suggestions. This is not the definitive one, okay? Probably the water, yes. If you give me more advice, even like with water, I really appreciate. But in terms of brewers, let's say that these are the brewers I will use. Tell me if you want the AeroPress and the Kalita one to be included. Otherwise, the Kalita one, I will probably use the Sagan one because it's my favorite. I don't really want to explore the other models. Again, the AeroPress with the Prismo or that AeroPress thingy that's with the valve that they create as well. Paper filter, this is going to be the paper filter. If the T90 4 cups is coming back on stock before the calendar, I will use that, or even during the calendar, maybe like while I'm making the video, the courier arrive with a paper and I can brew the coffee straight away. I really doubt that they're coming at 7 a.m. But that's it. That is what I'm going to use. And comment, react, suggest. Let's get excited together. And even if you have a different calendar, doesn't matter. Let's brew it together. Let's engage. Let's learn more. Let's continue this journey about brewing coffee together. And that's it. Just like drink amazing cup of coffee. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next videos. And in the meantime, I wish you a wonderful day and delicious coffee. Ciao.